Troxler. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
I will start with the first question. What is happening regarding knowledge reuse and business spaces nowadays?
So in the area of knowledge reuse and business spaces, we see the last 10, 15 years a very interesting development, and that is that digital manufacturing technologies comes within the reach of ordinary people. We know that under the label of Fab Labs, the maker movement, maker spaces. Imagine it's kind of miniature factories where everybody can go and manufacture and produce their own products. And that combined with financing facilities, crowdfunding like Kickstarter, creates a complete new ecosystem of producing manufacturing products that's sort of very strongly project oriented and much smaller than even your normal SMEs. So this whole development is at the moment certainly under the radar of policy development.
How can small-scale initiatives can be integrated in a regional innovation system?
Well, these small-scale initiatives that we see developing are pretty much citizen-driven and bottom-up. And regional innovation systems are still traditionally very sort of top-down initiative. Of course, we try to integrate like known researchers and research institutions into policy making. But as I said, those small initiatives, those projects are under the radar of policy making at the moment. So policy making needs to open up their eyes to what is happening, but not only opening their eyes, they need to, so to speak, open up their hearts to those grassroots movements and include them in very different ways of dialogue and of policy making that's what we're used to.
And at last, can you give us some examples of the fundamental changes that take place in the business environment nowadays?
The most fundamental change we see happening in the business environment is a shift from traditional vertical and centralized institutions to lateral relationships and people starting to work in networks. This is a very young development, and Jeremy Rifkin has written a lot about it. A very young development, and we're not exactly used to deal with network, to integrate the old hierarchical structures into, or interface the old hierarchical structures with the new network structures. So that's one of the big shifts that's happening, and where policy actually has to innovate policy making itself to integrate with those and interface with those networks.